What's up, everybody? Yeah, I got about 23 minutes to go before I clock in, so I thought I'd come on here and do an Elimination Chamber preview and prediction for this Sunday's Elimination Chamber event. Of course, this is the second to last pay-per-view before WrestleMania. The next one, Elimination Chamber. And, well, to say that Elimination Chamber is kind of filler, but also historic, would be an understatement. I mean, I know that not a lot, I'm pretty sure WWE should know that not a lot of people are looking forward to this event. I mean, well, they are, but the only event they're looking forward to it, the only match they're looking forward to it, if any, is the Women's Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber, and that's about it. Everything else to them is just completely pointless. It's like, why even have this event and have this match type? Why even have this match, or even have this, a match type, at this time of year when you could just use this time to, help build to WrestleMania, because usually in the past they would take time out to build towards WrestleMania, as well as, like I said, as well as probably just have one pay-per-view and that's it. They would usually have a pay-per-view about February and then use the next month to build to Mania. And sometimes they would probably just skip February and then have something in March and then go to Mania. But the point is, they would usually hold off on a month. Usually they would hold off a month before Mania, or before they put any event before then. Anyway, let's get into the event itself. There's about 5-6 matches. Maybe they'll add another. We don't really know. The first match, which is going to be on the kickoff show, is the Cruiserweight Championship. Buddy Murphy against Akira Tozawa. There's no doubt that this is going to be a good matchup, but I am in agreement with a lot of people. I don't think Akira Tozawa is going to win. I think Akira Tozawa is going to lose, and I think Buddy Murphy is going to retain. I think what's going to happen, I'm hoping they probably go this route, is as we get close to the Mania, they might reveal that Buddy Murphy just, has been lying about his weight, has been manipulating the system, or doing something to make sure he keeps the Cruiserweight title. And I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps it until Mania and then drops it to someone that's actually a 205 Cruiserweight, or if he gets stripped of it and we have a match, maybe multi-man match at Mania for the championship. I would not be surprised if they went that route. So we'll have to wait and see. But basically, that's what's going on right now. So basically, I don't see Buddy Murphy losing the championship to Akira Tozawa. I see them having a great match. There's no doubt, but I don't see him. I don't see Akira winning the championship from Buddy Murphy here in this capacity. All right, so the next match is probably going to kick off the event. I wouldn't say it's going to be one of the matches that kicks off the show, but it's basically the match that everybody just wants to get the heck out of the way, and that's the no DQ Baron Corbin Braun Strowman match. I can't really say what they're gonna really do here. I mean, the most likely option, a lot of people are saying, is it's going to be Braun Strowman retaining his championship over Baron Corbin. Not retaining his championship, sorry, but winning the no DQ match over Baron Corbin. If they put Baron over, then obviously something doesn't add up. Why are you burying one of your hottest acts right now? And people want to see Braun win. They want to see him succeed. So I'm gonna go the route everybody else has, and I'm gonna say Braun Strowman beats Baron Corbin. It will be physical, might not be a pretty match, but I think Braun's going to win in the end, and they're probably gonna set up a match between him and McIntyre for Mania, where if you still have interest in Drew McIntyre, they still have any interest in McIntyre, then I'm guessing this is what they're going to plan to do. They're going to plant the seeds for that match at WrestleMania. Because to me, that would be a more logical match to go down, if you will. Just looking over there, there's a crane in our park area behind my job, but anyway. Anyway, like I said, I see Braun winning. And then I probably see the seeds for him and McIntyre being planted for Mania, I would assume. The next match I want to talk about is for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, the Usos against Shane McMahon and The Miz. A lot of people are saying, Brian Alvarez and several others are predicting, they're predicting the Usos to get the belts because, in case you guys don't know, the Usos are among one of the names being talked about when it comes to talent probably jumping ship to All Elite Wrestling, and WWE doesn't want that. So Alvarez and several others are projecting that the Usos will win. Now, other people are saying that's not going to happen because it's a little too soon to pull the trigger on what we all know is going to happen, and that's The Miz turning on Shane. But we'll have to wait and see what occurs. My thought process is my thought process is this. It's kind of up in the air. It's one of those matches that I think is kind of up in the air, and it'd be one of those matches to where this weekend will be where we get the final decision probably made behind the scenes as to who goes over in this matchup. So it'll be a good matchup. And if they decided to go with the Usos, despite what happened with Jimmy Uso and him being arrested, then they're basically saying, hey, we want to start planting the seeds for Miz against Shane at Mania, because we all know what this is leading towards. We all know what it's leading towards, and that's the Miz feuding with Shane, or manipulating Shane because he wants the best in the world trophy. He wants to be known as the best in the world, as the only one. So, I'm sorry for a bit of the glare or something like that. It's kind of raining. Yeah, so I can fix that. There we go. But anyway, that's basically what the projection is going in. That's basically where they're going to head for Mania. But I just don't see them pulling. I mean, again, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I don't see them pulling the trigger yet. But if they do, then they're going to start the slow burn. Like if Miz does turn this Sunday on Shane, they'll use another month for Miz to try to avoid Shane, and then match a Mania or something. So we'll wait and see. But this is one of those matches that's kind of up in the air. A match that's not up in the air, though, is Ruby Riott and Ronda Rousey. This match will be good. Ruby has proven that she can wrestle and brawl if need be. I just don't see her retaining. I mean, winning, I should say. I don't see her winning the championship here. What I do see is Ronda going over, maybe an altercation with Charlotte, who's supposed to be at ringside, and then possibly, if WWE plays the cards right, have Becky Lynch show up as well out of nowhere, attack Charlotte, and maybe try to go after Ronda, or both double team Charlotte or something. I don't know. But expect Ruby and Ronda to be good. Expect Ronda to retain, but mostly expect an alteration between all three ladies this Sunday after the match. And if they do a title change, Ronda will probably get the belt back on Raw, on everything, because it'll basically show that Charlotte might be, storyline-wise, too afraid to face Ronda one-on-one at Mania. So maybe that's it. I don't know. But I honestly don't see Ronda losing, and if she does, it'll only be for maybe about a week or so. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the Elimination Chamber matches. Let's talk about first the WWE Championship match. It's Daniel Bryan against Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, and Kofi Kingston, who is replacing Mustafa Ali. Who's replacing Mustafa Ali due to his injury. This is going to be a good one. This will definitely be one of the best matches of the night because all 6 men can go. I'm sure they're going to be very... This is what I look at with this match, though, and with Daniel being involved. I think they're going to try to put Daniel because this is a more rougher environment than he's been in for a while, so they might try to protect him as best they can. A lot of people are saying that Kofi is probably going to get the win here just because they pushed him and gave him that impressive performance on SmackDown during the Gauntlet. Unfortunately, I don't see that. I don't see Kofi winning. Some people might say, well, he might win because it's Black History Month. I mean, take a look at what you got, as champions and all that. And look, I'm not saying Kofi won't win, okay? I mean, right. I mean, you got Bobby Lashley as your Intercontinental Champion, okay? I get that. I get that. I understand that. But I just don't see Kofi winning here. And if he does win, people are going to criticize his win, despite it's well-deserved and long overdue. People are going to criticize it, saying you only did it because of Black History Month. So, I don't think Kofi is going to walk out with the championship. What I do see, though, is Daniel Bryan walking out. What I see happening is AJ, and I'll probably right on the money. Randy Orton is the first out, right? I mean, it's the last one to come out of his chamber pod. I would not be surprised as soon as he comes out, AJ either rolls him up, or as soon as he comes out, AJ gets on the ropes, hits him with a phenomenal forearm or something, and pins him and eliminates him quickly. And then out of frustration, Randy RKO's AJ, and it comes down to Daniel picking up the scraps and beating AJ. So, I don't think Kofi's going to win, though, despite what some people would hope for. I think, if anything, it's going to be Daniel Bryan retaining. What that leads towards from Mania is up in the air, but you got to remember, we do have one pay-per-view before that, so we might find out exactly what they're going to go with when it comes to WrestleMania. And then the other match, which I'm guessing they would probably main event since it's a historic thing, or they might kick off the show with it, I don't really know. And that is the Women's Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber. Reveal Mandy Rose, Fabulous Glow, Carmella and Naomi. It is the Samoan Slaughterhouse, Nia Jax, Tamina, and it is the Iconics as well. I think that's all 16. And the ones starting out are the Boss and Hug Connection and Fire and Desire. This match will be good. I am not gonna, sorry about that. I am not gonna take anything away from it. I think it's going to be, and I'm just checking my time there. I think it's going to be good. Like I said, I definitely see these women trying to steal the show because it's historic and they want to be part of history. It's kind of up in the air exactly, you know, who I think could walk out. I mean, right now the projection is Sasha and Bayley, which would make sense since they've been the most advocate of these tag team titles, of getting these tag team titles, you know, to be realized, to become, you know, a reality. So, you know, they are favored, especially the way they're playing it up story-wise. But don't be surprised if they don't go that route. You know, others would say, well, it makes sense if they also go with the Samoan Slaughterhouse, Nia and Tamina, so that way when Bayley and Sasha win, they can win on a bigger stage like WrestleMania. And that would be true. That would be very, very true. But I'm going to go with a wild card here. I think the team that wins is the team people are going to least expect. And that team is Fire and Desire. Hear me out. Hear me out. Nobody sees them coming out with the championship. But right now, WWE is determined to push Mandy Rose to the moon as best they can in whatever capacity. She's highly favored behind the scenes. So I would not be surprised if Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville walk out with the women's tag team titles. Now, if they don't walk out, the other wild card I could look at is the Iconics. The Iconics could be played up as a cowardly tag team to when the pod opens, they're not going to want to come out. They're like, we ain't coming out yet. No. Oh, and when they see an advantage, maybe someone's down, maybe right for the picking for a pinfall, you can have one of them crawl out, get into the ring, try to steal the pin, and then get back in the pod. I can see him playing up the Iconics in that manner, and it would work. It would work in their favor, and I think would not only get them the heat they deserve or they need, but it would also show that they can't win a championship without being cowards, without being sneaky or stealing. So that's another wild card I see. And then the third wild card, I have to go. The third wild card I have to go with would be the Fabulous Glow, because they just recently got together. Nobody sees them walking out with the championships. So what I see, I see them, I see the Iconics, and I see Fire and Desire as the three wild cards to watch out for that nobody would see coming walking out with those tag team titles. That's what I see. So, but in the end, it's kind of up in the air really. I mean, like I said, Sasha and Bayley are projected to walk out with the belts. But if it was to come down to two teams, it's probably going to come down to the teams people are projecting, and that's the Samoan Slaughterhouse and the Boston Hug Connection. And then we'll just have to go and see what they do from there. So, but that's all I'm going to say. That's about it for my predictions and preview video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know if I missed any kind of matches. But let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. I got to get ready to clock into work now, and I will talk to y'all later. And thank you all for watching live.